Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
Hi, Josh. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Claire. Hi, Joe.
Hey, man.
Claire, wasn't it crazy that John Cena defeated Roman Reigns?
It would be crazy if he defeated Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
That he defeated Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam by stabbing him in the heart with a javelin.
Oh, my gosh.
That was nuts.
No holds barred.
Me and Joe never saw it coming in the longest podcast we've ever recorded last week.
It was, you guys took a long time. That was great. But I was really pissed because I had picked a show and was very about it. And then Hulk Hogan has to go die. And you guys have to do some WWE podcasts instead. And I've saved it. I saved it till this week.
I say, but now you're here.
I'm here. It's very timely.
Jimmy did you good by being an awful scheduler.
And no wrestlers died this week.
I'm sure that a wrestler died.
Every week a wrestler dies.
Here's the thing. Once a week, a wrestler dies.
I mean, what are the chances are, right? Same with every type of... Okay.
But there's not that many wrestlers.
Yeah. Technically, I bet there's a wrestler that dies every day.
Yeah, maybe it's just not a professional sports entertainer. Just like anyone that's wrestled. No wrestler dies every week, for sure. I'll give you that. I don't know if you guys have anything to talk about, but I want to talk about my yard.
Okay.
About the bees you just told us about?
No,
or?
I want to tell you about something completely different. I saved this for the podcast.
Well, now they want to hear it. Well, now they're going to be like, what happened to the bees, though?
We got bees.
They're probably not bees.
We got bees. They fucking suck. They're not bees. Bees are great. I love bees. And if we had bees, I'd call a person to hopefully safely remove the bees. We have wasps. They're all going to die.
Call a person to hug the bees because you love them so much.
Hey, bees are great. But so maybe 2 weeks ago, we are both leaving the house, and there's a crow, a big fucking crow.
Oh, no. Crows, don't forget.
And they're so smart. There's a big fucking crow hanging out in our yard. And we have a lot of crows around, and they just squawk and chill and hang out. We have a little bird bath, and they, drink and chill. And they're cool. But there was one,
Do you guys have the running water in it?
No.
No,
we replace it every day.
See,
every other day or something.
I really want a bird bath, but I really know that you got to get flowing water to make it happen, and then it just complicates the whole thing.
No, it's just like a big ceramic. It's like a bird bath.
I love it.
We just refill it. Clean it out, refill it, or whatever. And then it's on the ground too, so the birds do it, and then the squirrels and even the birds and the bees hang out. We have little rocks in it, so because bugs would get in it and they would get stuck and die, so we put rocks in it so then the bugs can get out too.
So kind of you.
So we were leaving, and there was a bird, a big crow in the yard, and its friends were up in the trees squawking at it or whatever, and you could tell it was a little out of it, and it was trying to hop up, and it wouldn't really hop up, and it wasn't flying. So I was oh, what's wrong with it? And it didn't really look weird. It looked maybe its wing looks a little weird, but it looked pretty okay. And it was trying to figure out we have a fence that on our neighbor's side, and it was trying to jump up onto the fence. But it was only jumping a couple inches off the ground when it was trying to jump up. So I was something's weird about this crow. We watched it for a little bit, and then we're all right, well, hopefully you figure this out. And then we left. And then, later that night, come back and there's no crow in our yard. No big deal. So this is a Friday.
Okay.
No crow. Cool. Figured it out. Must have shook it off or whatever, and it went away, and it found its friends, and everyone's gone. Saturday comes and goes. Sunday morning comes, drinking coffee on the deck, hanging out, just chilling. And then we walk off the deck, and it's there's just a big fucking dead crow just in our yard, just sitting there. Oh my God, where did it go? And then how did it die now?
Mm-hmm.
So that was wild. Cool. So then I have to get rid of a dead crow, which is always fun.
I have dead birds in our yard, but it's babies and shit. You have full.
This is the size of a house cat. You know what I'm saying? It's a big crow. So then I move the dead crow. Whatever. Okay, that happens. And the reason I say this then is in the spot where the crow was dead.
Oh no.
Maybe the next day or two, not too long afterwards, I look and I'm there's a squirrel skull sitting in near the same exact spot where this crow was dead. pretty close. Within a
Like
within a 1 foot radius.
Like, are you creating an altar or something?
Well, so here's the deal. Do you have like plants and stuff that you grow in your backyard or whatever? But do you have like vegetables and like do you grow food?
Yes.
Okay. Do the squirrels fuck with your shit?
Not now that I have them in raised beds, but previously, yes.
Oh, like the squirrel can't climb? Your squirrels can't climb?
They can't. They don't fuck with them yet. I think
That's
it's because it's in a new spot. But they
Okay.
do like to fuck with like a lot of other things.
Okay. Well, we have raised beds, and I planted 3 different pepper plants this year. And the squirrels just destroyed every single one at a time.
Ooh.
Like they ripped all the peppers off and then they broke all of the pepper plants like in half.
Oh, because they were real hungry.
And then one time I came out and I was like, oh, there's literally only 1 pepper plant in the entire raised bed, and there was only sticks in the other 2 originally.
Mm-hmm.
And I had thought that my girlfriend had like just removed them because they were like, these are shit now, and they like nothing can grow. And she was like, no, I didn't touch these things. Like literally the squirrels ripped the whole thing out.
You guys got to do some like mesh around it next year.
Yeah, I have to have a full enclosure.
Yeah.
I think for anything that we actually want to keep. Currently we have, so that brings me to then currently we have 2 tomato plants and 1 like squash plant that's like thriving right now.
Oh yeah.
But there's no like fruit yet.
Oh.
Well, squash and tomatoes take a long time.
Are you talking zucchini?
No, I'm talking like
squash.
Yeah.
Oh, you still have time on that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm saying it's still, but it's like it's growing, it's good, it's flowering right now, but we don't have any like little squashies yet. But it's going. So we took the squirrel skull and we put it on 2 sticks and put it in the middle of those like tomato plants and like put it like a fucking like don't you fucking dare, if you touch our plants this skull will be you kind of thing. Well, I'm not gonna kill a squirrel, but whatever. So that we do that. So that was like that for a couple days, and I'm like, cool. So last night we go eat food, we come back home, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't seen the squirrel skull that you put up. So I look and I took a picture of it. I can show you guys. And I was like, oh, that's fun. So this afternoon, I went and grabbed something like from the store in the middle of work time. And on my way back, I looked, squirrel skull completely gone. One of the sticks, I think it was in 2 sticks, like sitting up like that. And one of the sticks and the squirrel skull gone. And I looked all over the place around the ground or whatever. The fucking squirrels came and like took their skull back.
Yeah.
I'd be more likely that a bird took it.
Except
the squirrels are crazy.
Yeah, and there was a note left behind that said, "Bring it, love squirrel."
Yeah. I dare you to eat I dare you to get 1 tomato off this plant this year from squirrels.
Yeah.
That's really you've always had weird like critter stories.
I don't know. There's something about this house is like things die in my backyard, and also the squirrels are, maybe because the squirrels are killing them.
Yeah.
They're assholes.
I try to be nice to the squirrels. They haven't fucked with me too hard, so it's like one of those relationships where I feel like if I talk shit about them, they're gonna start fucking with my life.
You try to be nice to them?
Sort of.
Okay, I'm not gonna expose you on this podcast, but
we're
sure.
not. Sure.
Okay.
The thing is like we're not even mean to these squirrels. We feel like a 1 butt end of the bread. Like, you know, oh, this butt end of the bread's been sitting in the bread bag for too long, and now no one's gonna eat it. We'll rip it up and we'll throw it on the deck.
Oh,
And the squirrels will come and grab it and eat it and stuff. And it's just like, is there not a symbiotic relationship that we can have where you just don't like fuck with my tomatoes?
Yeah, you can eat this bread.
And you can eat this bread?
Yeah, I think you just gotta not give them. Okay,
Well,
they do piss me off when they dig holes. I'm trying to like
bird feeder.
Oh,
right.
Well, let's not talk about the bird feeders.
No, she's nice to him, Joe.
But Joe has gone and like lubed up the bird feeder pole.
That was a great day.
And so you watch this squirrel trying to climb it.
It was the dead of winter.
The dead of winter?
It probably wasn't the dead of winter. It was cold though. But like our bird feeders wouldn't have been filled in the dead of winter.
Yeah, they would be because birds eat in the winter.
Okay. It was the dead of winter.
There's no birds in Minnesota in the winter.
Less
I'm
birds.
just kidding. There's less birds. There's definitely birds.
But yeah, then I put some Vaseline on like the pole for the bird
Don't make that
feeder.
motion.
I did like a twist and an up and down, so you can visually see that on the podcast. But yeah, it was fun because the squirrels would like jump from like a neighboring bush, then grab onto that middle pole and then climb up to the bird feeder. But now with the Vaseline, they try to jump to it and then they would just kind of like spin around it and fall
Fly
off.
off, yeah.
Or you like have this like little thing and they're like trying to squeeze it and move and they can't. And I feel bad for them, but it's also like at this point I'm just like,
I mean, did that
squirrel.
only last for like a day and then they figured out how to get it after that?
I think they just did enough attempts and rubbed all of it off because it was like the next day they were just back.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing about squirrels is, unfortunately, is they're very smart.
Yeah.
so then
and
I
they
just
can
like,
adapt.
so I just don't feed them for a while. And then then they forget about my house. And I feel like they like go
Move
mess
on.
with your house.
Yeah.
And
They
then
travel like 4 miles.
yeah, and then I put new food out, and then the birds get to enjoy that for a while until the squirrels fuck with it too hard.
It's funny enough is we like don't feed bird. We don't have a bird feeder. We don't feed birds or anything. But we do get a lot of blue jays and cardinals and crows.
We don't feed birds right now because the squirrels fuck that all up.
Sure. Yeah.
We would. Wow, that sounds like a stressful week, and also like way to put it to the squirrels, man.
I mean, what do you mean? The squirrels are putting it to me hard.
I'm more concerned about that spot in your yard where like all this death
Yeah,
is
things keep
occurring.
dying.
Well, it's
in
not
just
that,
a
well,
spot.
I mean, that was within a foot radius, but like the other things that I found dead in my yard over the past couple of years that we've lived here, not in that spot at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's like not that spot. Also, a weird thing is like that was kind of like right under a tree. That like in that tree there is a squirrel like nest, a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, was that crow in the tree?
Oh, maybe.
And it like fell out and died. Like it died and then fell out of the tree and then was like I don't know, dislodged a hanging squirrel skull.
Well, like this storm that we had recently like fucked up a bird's nest in our backyard, and I just found a baby bird this morning that my dog was going to try to eat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for it, but it was like must have just gotten flushed through the gutters.
You should
or-
feel bad for it. Let your dog eat that baby bird.
No, she could have eaten it. She could have. Like I didn't notice it first because it was so little. And in fact, that's why I was like, well, you had your opportunity. I'm now going to like remove this. Like you don't just get to play with it because that's gross. You don't just play with dead animals.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. But, animals are going to do weird shit. Animals in general are kind of terrible people.
I mean, you put a squirrel head on a stick, so you're an animal.
No, it was like a clean squirrel skull. It wasn't like flesh dangling off of it. It was like you found like a water buffalo skull in the desert. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it looked like. So
Okay.
Joe, what is this podcast about?
We'll take a TV show and rip it down to its skull and bones by watching the first episode and the last episode and nothing in between. And we review it, and also we play a little game where we make predictions for what we think is going to happen in the last episode based on the first episode. It's real fun, and we're often wrong.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Claire
I'm
wins.
pretty much wrong all the time.
Pretty much nailing those predictions.
Claire, you had the show then?
I would say this is like a Joe Claire show, because we watched this documentary, and then it was really good. I would recommend everyone watch it. And then we were like, well, let's watch the show. Do you have any idea what like documentary it could be?
Jinx.
Nah, man, but he admits that he killed the guy in that. It's really fucked up last episode. Wish you'd first and last that first season. No, Pee-wee Herman has a great documentary, which is that's not his name, Paul Rubin. It's like Pee-wee as himself. It's on HBO, right?
Yeah, we've been meaning to watch that.
Definitely do. But what is your experience with Pee-wee's Playhouse as a child?
One time when I visited my grandma, I used to get to walk over to movie rental place and rent some VHSs or DVDs. I can't remember. It's in the late 90s. So, but I know I rented RoboCop 3, and I think I rented Pee-wee's Great Adventure. It's the one where he flies the bike.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I didn't really watch the show very much, but I definitely watched the shit out of that movie. I probably saw that movie. I've seen that movie a couple times.
Joe just watched that for the first time.
So it was great.
So we're doing Pee-wee?
We're doing Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
So it's the kid version of this, which
What's the day? What's the word of the day?
exactly, which apparently I have a lot of remembering and moments of. I know my family, my mom especially, was like a huge Pee-wee fan. But Joe has no experience with it. And it sounds like Paul Rubin put a lot of energy and thought into creating a like kids show that's for kids and supportive of their learning. But he's also an eclectic dude who had a lot of adult humor. So I'm interested to see this.
So yeah, I had I'm like aware of Pee-wee and Pee-wee's Playhouse, but definitely was not like something that I had watched as a kid. And yeah, I had never seen the movie either, so I did see that for the first time because Pee-wee's Pee-wee's Big Adventure came out in 1985.
Yes.
And then Pee-wee's Playhouse ran from 1986 to 1990.
Yes.
So even by the end of Pee-wee's Playhouse, the show, I'm 3 years old.
Oh, wait. The movie came up before the show?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You should
I didn't
watch
know-
the documentary.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot.
That's part of what
it's
was
on the short list.
Yeah, that's part of what was revealing to me in watching that documentary is like my impression of Pee-wee Herman as like a cultural entity was that, oh, he was the host of a children's TV show. And then they made a movie because the TV show was so successful, and then they did other stuff.
That's
But
exactly what I thought up until right now.
no, yeah, it turns out like the Pee-wee Herman character was like, you know, a product of Paul Rubens and like Phil Hartman, and it was a thing that Paul had been working on since his time in
the Groundlings.
The Groundlings, which was like an LA-based sketch comedy troupe.
They hung out with Elvira.
Yeah. So it was like a thing that he was doing as part of this like sketch comedy thing. And then so the movie came out in 1985. And then after the success of the movie, did they create a TV show?
But I found it very interesting in the documentary. And I'm sure we'll talk about this after we watch the first episode. How much energy Paul Rubin, well, he put energy towards everything that he did as Pee-wee. But he was trying to make a show specifically for kids and show them that you can be weird and still be accepted and like just be your weird self, like is kind of what I'm understanding his message he was trying to share with the youth of the world, which I feel like I really imbibed as a kid, and I let my weirdness, my freak flag fly a lot because
Pee-wee's from Seattle, apparently.
Paul Rubin is or Pee-wee?
I just keep Seattle weird, you know.
Oh,
kind of
wow.
Yeah.
I missed that joke. Joe got it. Anyway, I'm excited. The first episode has a name, though I can't remember it right now. So that was a really bad segue.
I'm just wondering whether or not in the first episode they do. So the things that I remember from the show are obviously like I remember that they do the word of the day or whatever, something like that, and then they all yell. That fucking chair talks.
Yeah, the chairs.
Cherry.
Is it just
Mouth
named,
flaps.
Is it literally just named Cherry?
Yeah. It's a puppet.
I mean, you know, not all puppets are named like Manny or Boy or like you know kind of thing.
It's a Pee-wee. It's Pee-wee's though.
Yeah.
Do you remember like any of the other characters?
Do I? I'm like Pee-wee in the chair. No. Was there a woman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do I remember that woman, or did I just guess there was a woman? I think I remember her.
What
And
does she
then-
look like in your memory?
She looks like she She looks like cannot be correct. In my memory, right now, I just pictured a woman that looks like Raggedy Ann, but a human. But with kind of like a curly perm instead of like long red hair. But red hair still.
Do you like see her boobs at all?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Why would you see her boobs?
Because that's what I remember about her.
You remember titties?
I remember her boobs as a
right.
kid.
Okay, Claire.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see it. You're gonna understand why soon.
Yeah, because I just remember this is like, I mean, Pee-wee's Playhouse, right? It's like a mixture. It's a mixture of, it's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood mixed with like Blue's Clues. That's what my brain tells me.
I honestly do not have an idea of what an actual episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse is. I feel like there's gonna be like cartoons added in, and there's gonna be like a whole routine that I'm gonna watch and remember. But also, like, I watched this probably, it seems like a show that my family watched, right? But like, Joe, you were 3, I was 5, so like a little older, and I don't think I remember any of the beginning. I'm more likely to remember more of like how things were at the end of the show. So I'm interested to see like the differences in style and routine of the show. Like, was this show mostly like sketch comedy? Was it mostly like cartoons? Like, how did this work from the beginning to the end?
It was just like a living color. What was that?
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. It was kind of intriguing to me that it's like the like style of humor is like, I wouldn't call Pee-wee's Big Adventure like a kid's movie.
No.
But
we rewatched it and it was definitely not, and I remember being terrified by it. Like fucking Large Marge and like
Oh yeah.
that guy's trying to beat him up the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a kid's movie, but it also wasn't like lewd in any way. Where like it feels like it would be like appropriate for like a kid to see. Like it felt like a PG movie in a way that like I feel like PG movies don't exist anymore. Like it's either movies are made for kids or.
But even like, I mean, watch a PG movie that was made in like 1990.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, I watched that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I was 5 and I was allowed to watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's crazy.
We didn't have PG-13 back then.
Yeah.
So a lot of things just fell into the PG bucket.
Ninja Turtles 1, watch that and be like, that was for kids? Raphael yells shit like 7 times in the movie. And like, not even like, he doesn't go like, shit. He, at one point, literally goes, shit! Like, he screams it for like 5 seconds. It's wild.
I think I remember that one. I don't know. I'm excited to see this show. There's like one celebrity who was a kid in this show. So
Paul Rudd.
No.
I just feel like Paul Rudd's in everything, so I just.
Oh, okay. No, but this person you might be like, they're in everything. They're in a lot of things. So I'm interested to see if you can identify that person if they're in these episodes.
Like Keith David? Was he ever a kid?
Just born with that voice.
Yeah.
But let's go do this. I know you are, but what am I? Let's go in. Full
What?
and
Excuse-
strong.
What?
That's like his thing.
Oh, I was like, that's not the name of the episode. I was very
No,
confused.
the name of the episode is Ice Cream Soup.
Yeah.
Which I will say, I have a lot of memories of ice cream soup as a child, and my little brother will say that one time he made the perfect ice cream soup. He had microwaved it for just the right amount of time. It was the perfect consistency, and I came by and I just tapped the bottom of that bowl, and it went all over the ceiling. And I think it might have been the meanest thing I ever did as a child. I'm sorry, Luke. I feel bad, but it was really funny.
You should tip. Ice cream soup sounds fucking terrible.
Oh, you should try it, man.
I used to stir my ice cream
Yeah.
to make it like a little like whatever, but I feel like I grew out of that within like 6 months. But a microwave? That's cheap. You got to stir until it's ready to go.
No, sometimes you can't, and sometimes you want it.
Sometimes you just don't
fast.
want to. You know what? You gotta. You're a
can't.
kid. You're a
Taking
kid.
shortcuts.
You're a kid. You ain't got fucking anything to do. Stir the ice cream.
Nah, he was supposed to do like 20 other things and was like making this ice cream bowl instead. Like that's why I think I tipped it up. So like he had shit to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's watch Ice Cream Soup, and we'll be back after that. And we're back from the first episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse. It was called Ice Cream Soup. Normally, this is where I would read the story of what happened in the show.
Mhm.
Before we do that, I have to fucking stop because my life is upside down right now.
Oh, we're finally gonna find out what happened.
Yeah. So I told the story about the squirrels, like in the first part of this episode,
Mhm.
and then we watched the show. Then we took our little break so we could write our predictions. In the middle of the break, I walked some trash outside, and I apparently had left the garage door light on, so I turned that off. So I went onto my deck, and I took one step down, and I heard a crunch on the first step down. And I looked, and it was the fucking squirrel skull.
Oh my gosh.
You stepped on it?
But it wasn't there early. Like when I'm telling, like I was there, like I didn't walk up the stairs and just walk over the squirrel skull at, what time is it? It's 8:37 right now. I came inside at like 5:45. So in the last 3 hours, the squirrels have brought the squirrel skull back, and they put it on my deck.
Sending a message.
And I stepped on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's obliterated.
I think this might be more likely a human than a squirrel, but
No, it's not a human because I just checked the tape.
oh, you went and saw squirrels drag it across?
Well, no, the thing is we have a Ring camera, so if it was a human right there, the Ring would have said there's a person.
Okay.
And I would have seen a person.
But can't you have it set so if there's like movement and then it'll film? So you can like find out about these squirrels?
It's set to a point where like squirrels don't set it off all the time because there's squirrels all over the place.
I feel like if your squirrels are moving skulls around, you might want to change that setting.
And I just went through it because what it does is in between when there's any motion detected or person detected, those are like full live, like those are full videos the whole time someone's around. But when it's just nothing in between, it's like 3-minute intervals is like when you scroll through, that's kind of what you see. So I don't see a squirrel coming. So in one of those 3-minute, this is the Epstein tapes right here in my backyard.
Oh my God.
There's a
We're
minute missing.
So the problem is I'm not
Are you
missing.
saying you're on the list?
I'm not missing 3 minutes of footage. It's just every time it batches over at night, 3 minutes is lost because of the process. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And also, there was never a list.
There never was.
There never was. I know what we said. I know we said there was a list, but there wasn't. There
You
just
gave
what I
out
said now.
binders. Remember the binders?
there wasn't anything in those binders.
I actually did hear that they were empty.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
I mean, now
You were gonna give random people fucking like classified information.
It was
They never
so-
were gonna do that.
This whole thing is I really appreciate the way that Scotland has welcomed President Trump. Like by playing bagpipes over any time he tries to talk. And just like they've just held up some really good signs.
I appreciate them. I'm sure whatever they did was great. I didn't watch because my man's got too much airtime. Can't handle it. But I'm being haunted or something by a squirrel. Squirrels are out to get me and my family. And now I have crushed their skull.
Yeah, I bet they'll take that as a message. They're just like, oh.
Were you wearing a
really?
shoe?
Yeah, I don't walk outside without
Okay,
shoes
I
on.
wasn't sure because you like seemed to be like a no shoe kind of guy, and if I crushed something with my foot,
I was wearing,
wow.
yeah, I was wearing sandals. And I just I can show you the video of me stepping on it, and then I turn around and I go, "What the fuck?"
okay, I would want to watch that video. I feel like that's the only video I want to see.
You want to see it? Do you want to watch it live on the podcast?
No, not really. But if you make me, I mean, you're the one who has to edit this.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna like show anybody else. You're just gonna like see it and then be like, Oh my god.
People are gonna have to like sit through 5 minutes of us waiting for me to see it.
It's right here. Here, just watch this.
So Josh is just like deep standing on his porch.
Deep standing.
You're not maybe. Oh, now he's walking, and then he turns around, and he's like, "Oh my god." And he's staring at the step. But why were you standing at the top of the stairs for so? Were you like looking for things?
I was holding the reason I was standing on the top of the steps because I was holding the trash bag, and at the top of the steps I had to stop and tie it more, so I could then just throw it in the trash can when I got there. So I stopped to tie the trash.
It looked like you stopped to just stand and ponder, like you almost like set this whole thing up. Like you were this one who secretly
like I dropped, like I stopped and I dropped the skull there so I could just lie about it right now. I will
say that based on the angle of that video, there would be no way to see what animal.
If it came up from behind,
like you can't see, you wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, so
because it's like down.
Yeah, because it's down steps. So unless the squirrel ran across my deck and with the skull and then went down the steps and did it,
which they're not gonna do.
They're always on my deck. So
sounds like you need some green neon tape. Am I right, Joe?
What would that do to protect me from stepping on skulls or anything? What do you mean?
It was like there was a momentary moment where Joe's dad thought for a while that the squirrels were afraid of green tape, and he put it everywhere. And then probably a month later, he went, "Yeah, no, they're not afraid of the tape."
Okay.
But there's still remnants of neon green tape at the Capacetti house.
No, okay. Well, yeah, if depending on how much you put down, it's probably a lot to take off. Anyway, when Pee-wee's friends come by to swim in the Playhouse pool, he makes a big bowl of ice cream soup for everyone. Secret word, door.
Door.
Ah! That did not explain the episode at all.
No.
Also, was it clear to anybody that they were all coming over to swim? And also, why would you swim at someone's house if they're not swimming?
I mean, if I'm good friends with them and they're cool with me using their pool, I'd go over and probably do it. Why not?
Like, it was the whole neighborhood, and he had a lifeguard.
Pee-wee's a really good... I mean, yeah, he did have a lifeguard, but did you see the fucking lifeguard?
Ooh! He was a cutie. I mean, Joe's not
trouble in the Capacetti house later tonight when Joe confronts Claire about how into this lifeguard she is.
I mean, he's very attractive looking.
He was a hunk. Mm-hmm.
Like, surprising to see on a kid show.
There was this whole episode was like a fever dream. Like, Joe, you said I don't know, halfway through, you were like, there's been so many like scenes and bits.
Yeah, so many bits
that I can't believe this isn't over yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just felt like it was just like action packed because there were just so many different things that are happening. And yeah, a lot of them don't really relate to necessarily like the plot or anything. It's just like, oh, it's dance time.
Oh, it's connected at time. Oh, it's dance time. Oh, it's gonna make snack time. Mm-hmm. Penny time. Like, I was trying to write them down, and I think I have more notes about this show than a lot of other shows.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down 16 different like essentially scenes in the 25-minute show. Which means, like, at max, every scene is like a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I'm sure that math is not correct.
Mm-hmm.
They started off with, like, oh, you guys want to know what the word of the day is?
Mm-hmm.
You think did they do that because it's the first episode and they wanted people to know that they have a word of a day? And, like, later episodes they're not going to tell us until it is said?
I remember.
I feel like I don't remember them telling me what it was until someone starts screaming.
I feel like I remember that moment because he like held up a piece of paper and you read it. And I thought that I remember that, but it could just be this episode.
Okay. I feel like I remember. Also, the couch was, I want to like, cherry. And the couch was like teal.
Yeah.
Do you remember the couch being pink?
No. Teal for sure.
Okay.
Pink mouth.
Yeah, but everyone's mouth is pink.
I mean.
Sweet pink mouth.
yeah, cherry's definitely always been that color to me. But
Okay. My brain, my remembering brain said cherry was pink.
okay, but what was okay? So there's cowboy. What's his name?
You're already skipping things.
Oh, okay. Would you want to go through all of them?
I'll go through what I can remember.
Oh, this is impressive. My notes will not match.
So word of the day, door, and they all yelled, and then eventually I came up again. Someone else said door. Then Captain Carl called,
Oh yeah.
and which is apparently Phil Hartman.
Yes.
I didn't even see that being Phil Hartman during that scene. He was having he was trying to figure out where to go because he was in a storm, and so they used the little shop of horrors monsters that are in Pee-wee's place, like that fucking Etch-a-Sketch on wheels, and then there's just like a robot thing, and then there's like a half-man globe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, essentially everything in Pee-wee's house is a puppet because he lives in Puppet Land.
Yeah. So they help Captain Carl, and then Cowboy Curtis shows up and he shows his lassoing skills. And Joe, who's Cowboy Curtis?
Cowboy Curtis is played by Lawrence Fishburne.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I didn't know that until the very end
Mm-hmm.
when he looked at the screen full, and I was like, "Oh, that's Lawrence Fishburne."
Mm-hmm.
He was too busy looking at his lasso for a while, and then they went to Fun Time.
Well, you forgot about the lady that was snooping that they got with the lasso.
Oh yeah, and what the hell was her name? Do you know?
I don't know, but she went swimming.
But then she eventually went swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then that's when we saw the lifeguard. She saw her, and then she was like, "I'm around." And then the lifeguard was like, "I'm going to be a lifeguard." And she's like, "Yeah, I could go for a swim." She literally was like, "Yeah, I'm swimming now."
Or was that Miss Yvonne?
I think Miss Yvonne did that.
Oh, was that Miss Vaughn?
Yeah, which you'll get to. Sorry, you guys. This was a jam-packed episode. Josh is doing a great job.
Miss Vaughn was I wrote Fun Time, and then I wrote Miss Vaughn. But some of these things I might have wrote out of order because it was literally a shot.
Oh,
it was,
Fun Time blew my mind because that's where it's you see dots on a screen, and then the Pee-wee character has a song, and it's la 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 la, and I remembered it as he was doing it. But basically, it's just this abstract shape or whatever that is kind of created, and then how I guess it's they just I don't know how they did this in 1986, but there looks to be some green screen animation where it's oh, I think this looks like a car, and then they made it look like a car, and it was like a full-on car.
And then Pee-wee got it and drove away. Yeah, I did say during this show, I was I would watch a full fucking video and documentary of just how they did all these practical effects.
Yeah, how they did the effects.
Because it seemed it's just so much shit. There's so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Vaughn came and she had big hair, and they kept talking about how she had big hair, and they kept complimenting her big hair.
It's Miss Yvonne, right?
Miss Yvonne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That Veronica Yvonne.
She's the most beautiful woman in Puppet Town. Did you not notice her boobs? I did. I feel like they're tamed down.
Didn't even think or see her boobs at all.
Well, okay.
But I saw her big hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all they would fucking
But I
talk
will
about.
say my favorite puppets are coming up next.
In dance time?
Before dance time,
What happened
they
before that?
see Cool Cat, Dirty Dog, and Chicky Baby.
Oh, are those the jazz people?
Yeah, the jazz band that's hanging out and being cool.
Yeah.
Then I got the lifeguard and I put hot question mark.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, it's not a question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It should have been an exclamation point.
Hot? Yeah, dude. Totally. But then it was, and then at some point, maybe missing something. There was dance time.
Before dance time, there was the cow. That was the cow.
Oh, the fucking cow. I wrote cow after dance time because I got it on. The cow needed a swimsuit,
Yeah, and then Pee-wee had one.
and Pee-wee had just a moo-moo or something for the. I don't know.
It was perfectly cow sized. It was great.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, and I was like, when was Mr. Ed? I was like, Mr. Ed was way before this.
Dance time was great though, because it was just old footage and Pee-wee dancing to it. I feel the music wasn't catchy enough for me to actually want to get up and dance, but I wonder if other children would actually dance during dance time.
I mean, a young enough kid's gonna dance, right?
I don't know.
And
It was
but it was
kind of confusing. There's
just
a lot of bumps.
Just 45 seconds of just oh, it's dance time now, and then he just danced a little bit in this go-go dancing world for 3 seconds, and then it kind of slid to the right And then Pee-wee's house was just there again. And he's like, okay, cool. And then Miss Dixie showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Dixie just kind of showed up, played a trumpet for 5 seconds, and then King Cartoon showed up.
And Miss Dixie was like a taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
Was that what she was?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was just like King Cartoon's herald.
No, it was his taxi driver. That's why she said
she
like
was his
the
taxi
meter's
driver?
running.
Got it.
And that's why he was like, guess we're going to watch this cartoon.
Yeah, and then I watched a cartoon, which was about mice that dressed up like as a monster to steal a living carrot's alive babies.
It was weird.
It was weird.
And they got chased by potato cops.
Yeah. They
And
captured
eventually
them.
got captured.
So the vegetables won.
Yeah, the live vegetables captured like 4 live mice.
Yeah. And this is clearly a cartoon that was like, it's from like the 40s or 50s or
yeah.
something.
I hope so. If that was like drawn for this, I'd be
I don't think it was drawn
surprised.
for this. It's the type of thing, and because it was only like 2 minutes long, it strikes me as the kind of thing that's just like played before movies or something.
Yeah, it's probably something that was in like the it struck me as something that was probably like in like the Commons, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like just able for everyone to use.
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah, they just have this that they can play, that they have the rights to somehow.
They
Yeah.
spent too much money on puppets. Like they need to have a free cartoon.
Some free shit. And then he talked to the genie for a minute. What's the genie's name?
Jambi.
Okay, I wrote Jemby, and I was
Mhm.
like, I don't think that's quite right. Jambi.
Jambi.
So he talked to Genie for a second, but
Mhm.
then like right away, Knucklehead knocked on the door,
Mm-hmm.
which is just a giant fist,
Yeah, it's like a hand puppet, just literal,
like literally, like
Always
with your
scared
thumb
me as a
being the
child.
mouth. Yeah.
And they like put lipstick on it.
and googly eyes.
It's weird.
It's just someone's hand doing the hand thing, hand puppet.
We're all doing it right now.
And
You
yeah,
can't see it, but I hope you're also doing it.
could
along
everyone
with
do the
us.
hand thing with us?
I'm
where
just trying
it's
to
like
see if I can, how do I best make the mouth move? I think this is the motion you want.
Okay, well, mine's more of a thumb.
It's
move.
a little bit in and out, but also up and down.
I don't know. We'll try this out.
But then like Knucklehead was there for 10 seconds, and then Salesman knocked on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it felt like a scammer that we would have now. It felt
Did
like
he
a
even
little.
say anything, or did he just like, I'm a salesman?
It felt like, when you get like a spam text message where it was teaching kids, like, don't answer this shit. Like, it's a scammer. It felt weird and like before its time.
But it was like the size of a child. The
Such a
thing,
big
the thing
head.
was like a size of a child with like a paper mache like head mask.
The head was the whole thing. It was a huge head.
It was terrifying.
So
it was
scary.
fucking terrifying. And then we visited Penny.
Penny, who I love. Penny, was this cartoon that had Penny eyes, and it's, claymation.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the only thing I remember about Penny is that she always spoke the truth and kind of was, the voice for children. So she'd be, saying things like, well, that was really cool, but I was really bummed when it was over. And it's like, yeah. So it kind of reminds me of, what kids now get on Blue's Clues. Not Blue's Clues. What's the one they all watch these days?
Bluey?
Oh, that one, but I don't know that one as well as I know Daniel Tiger.
Mm.
And in Daniel Tiger, it's like, that was fun, but now it's done. It's sort of like the, wisdom kid version.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, Penny was chill. I like Penny.
I like Penny, but
I-
her eyes freak me out.
And then it was snack time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Terry the pterodactyl flew in. And, he was trying to make Terry some ice cream soup, which
Mhm.
just entails putting ice cream in a bowl and mixing it.
Okay, they do it the Josh way. They don't use a microwave.
Well, they do it the real way. They want to appreciate what they made.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And he adds chocolate syrup.
Putting ice
The
cream
syrup.
putting ice cream in the microwave to make ice cream soup is the equivalent of using AI to fucking write a book.
You literally don't put it in for that long. One. Two, can we talk about the chocolate pump? Because that was the weirdest looking puppet I've ever seen. It was like they took a pump and they put a puppet around it and then they squeezed its head down when it was just weird and uncomfortable looking.
That
Chocolate
was,
syrup came out of the nose.
It was so gross.
Mhm.
it was interesting. Well, and then speaking of chocolate syrup coming out of the nose, Randy showed up.
Randy.
Which I just wrote asshole puppet.
Randy made me mad.
Well, Randy always does make you mad. He's the bully, and Pee-wee talks to him like he's a bully. Like, he talks to him like he did that mean character in his movie. Like, what's that one that was like in his movie? The big guy. He steals his bike.
Oh yeah, the guy who wants his bike. I
can't remember his name.
No.
But like, there's like this certain tone that Pee-wee takes with a bully.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't take shits.
And he takes that with Randy.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't take Randy's shit.
Randy's also, Randy may be a puppet, but Randy's also a child.
Yeah, it's a child puppet. It's like a marionette child puppet who's a little asshole.
Kind of looks like Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah.
So he like went to town and basically just added way too much chocolate to
I don't even think he added too much chocolate, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, according to Pee-wee, he added too much chocolate, but then they all fixed it by just saying, "Oh, we'll just add more ice cream, Pee-wee."
And he had just like, I don't know.
So much ice cream.
He had like a gallon's worth of ice cream now. Gallon's worth of ice cream soup. And then everybody... Oh, well then really quick. But then right before everyone came in, it was going to rain, and there was a skin kite in the...
That was nuts.
There was a kite with a face on it, and it literally looked like if you took someone's face off and then stretched it over the frame of a kite.
Mm-hmm.
I think that guy's in every episode.
And that was flying in the air, and he was like, "It's gonna rain." I'm a fucking human face.
Yeah, they should have, because it was like pinkish. It was like vaguely flesh colored.
Yeah.
Like they really should have just made it green or something.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Maybe
It
that
was
the
wild.
point.
And then everyone came in, and everyone had ice cream soup.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of like it's raining, but
And
we're
then, yeah.
having good times.
But
And then
Josh-
the wish was the last thing.
Josh also found not just one famous person in the children, but two famous people.
Well,
in
I
the
mean, I've
children.
only found one, and then you told me who the other one was.
Still, you Googled it or whatever, and it worked out.
Well, I figured it out eventually because I was like, oh, whatever. So the famous kid I found was Goldberg from Mighty Ducks. Was one of the.
Yeah,
kids.
he was a cute kid.
I immediately was like, that's Goldberg.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it was right. We're proud of you.
And then who's the famous kid that you were talking about the whole time?
Is that Natasha Lyonne?
Mm-hmm.
She's on Poker Face and Orange is the New Black.
And most importantly, from American Pie.
Oh yeah, American Pie. She basically
That's the only place I know her from. Like, from me really watching anything.
I feel like she would agree with that. But she has that kind of like scruffy voice as an adult, so it's kind of cute to see her as like a scruffy voiced kid.
Yeah, she had that scruffy voice, and
Yeah,
American Pie.
forever.
Yeah, she had that, and that was the end of the show.
Well, there was the wish that we all come back, and we're gonna come back, but we're gonna only come back to the last episode.
Yeah, we're fine. Couple things. I mean, or at least one thing that we talked about while we were watching it is like this show definitely seems like, as far as a 40-year-old man like I am, the only way I could enjoy this show fully is if I was just on a copious amount of drugs, because this is a wild show.
Like, you didn't enjoy it at all?
Oh, I thought it was interesting and fun, but it's not like let's go to episode 2. Like, it's not Breaking Bad. It's just like, it's like too much. It's like literally, it's a crazy overload of like shit that's like everything kind of connects in a way, but a lot of it just like, we didn't even talk about the fact that he opened the fridge that one time and there's a whole like
I love
scene in the freezer of
the
things
freezer always
dancing.
dances.
Yeah,
The
it's just like
popsicles.
every single little thing he does is like a whole like activity, but they're all only like 45 seconds long.
That's just like how long a kid's attention span is. So it's like, it really, I'm sure it engages kids, but it also is a little freaky. And I feel like there were definitely times like the yelling when like the word of the day happens. It's fun, but it's also scary. And like, you even see that in this episode where they like are about to say door and then they don't. And I'm like, yeah, because it's scary when everybody yells. But I will say, like, there's interesting stuff. I want to see if the timeline shifts at all with this last episode. I think it's going to be slower. But also, maybe it just keeps at this pace.
It almost feels like a kids show designed with no kids in mind. It is almost what it feels like. it almost feels like we're gonna use the format of kids show and do silly stuff and make jokes, but like not really care about like if an actual 6-year-old will think this is funny and just be like, let's just do funny stuff, and then maybe kids will just like enjoy the energy of it.
If it's just weird and like it's quick, like kids will just like be into it, because it's like they don't have time to get bored.
Well, I would also say that like if you think about like TV programming, when there's like 5 channels or whatever there was in 1986, I'm sure there's more than that, but like pre-cable, like if you have this on, it's Saturday morning, like I don't know, I might pop this on. I'm like, you know, an older human. I might pop this on if this is one of my 5 options, because it's like kind of insane.
It's that or the Cuban Missile Crisis, right?
Yeah. Well,
the time doesn't make sense. That was 1969. I understand when it was, but whatever.
It was, you tried really hard, and I didn't have anything exciting that happened in 1989 besides like Reagan ruining everything, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was just his MO. I was 4. I didn't know.
Was that even the right time? Joe's shaking his head. I don't know my fucking timeline.
I think that's a Bush. 89?
Is that a Bush? Okay, Joe's nodding.
Once again, I was 4.
Scholar Bowl over here.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to say that that a kid wouldn't like this or that it's not meant for kids, but it's designed in that way. It feels like it feels like if you were to actually design a kid show for kids, it's like we're gonna have like a moral and something that the kids can attach to. Also, we're gonna like take it slow because kids don't really follow along to like stuff as quickly as adults do. Whereas this is just like, how many like weird things can we throw in here?
I feel like it wasn't trying to. It was like trying to, like, one of the 20 things would hit right for a kid, and I think that that's the important thing for kids. But I will say, I, as a former educator, it did not really give me any educational method. Like it was too fast.
Unless you just learned what door was.
That they didn't even really explain that. Like it was not something that I'm learning anything lessons, unless like I don't know. You could get in the nitty gritty about like socialization and like people interacting, and there's a lot of good interaction.
Don't be like that asshole Randy.
Yeah. Well, how do you handle a bully, right? But I will say that, like, Joe, you're right. It's not like this was designed by an educator. This was definitely, like, designed by someone that was like, I'm going to make a cool thing with a bunch of puppets.
Yeah.
And they made a cool thing with a bunch of puppets. But is it something that, like, holds up? I don't know.
I mean, artistically, it's, like, mind-boggling.
Yes, exactly.
It looks like something that could be made now. Like, it doesn't look aged. Like, I was surprised.
I mean, you say it, but in a way, like, it wouldn't be made now because they wouldn't do that. It would all be computers and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be all these puppets.
Yeah, what happened to puppets? Did puppeteers just, like, not have jobs anymore?
No, they just cost money.
Yeah.
And there's so many of these things. And they integrated these things so well. Like, when they could do a puppet, they did. And when they couldn't do a puppet, like, Lawrence Fishburne's Lasso was like a drawing.
I love
which meant
that.
someone like fucking went frame by frame and drew it.
Yeah. Think of the number of puppets in this. And
there's a lot.
Just by the sheer number of bits that like you need to set up for this, and like are they going to use that car thing that they built ever again?
No.
What that?
There's just so much that went into like this episode, and I imagine of the like the future episodes too, that it's just like nuts that they put all this work and time into it.
How many episodes are in a season for like this? Because some kid shows it's like you get 700 episodes a season.
I think it was like on the order of like 10.
Okay, so it's pretty tight. It's a tight 13 for season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're taking 10 after that. So yeah, they're taking their time with these.
Yeah.
Ooh,
whereas
Christmas
like typically
special.
what you see for a kids show is even like well-made kids shows is like you keep it simple. Also, you create more and more content, new and different content. So you have a different episode every day, which I guess is a different kind of. If they're doing one of these per week, I guess that does even out some of the work, right? Like Mr. Rogers, which we watched recently, like. A lot simpler in terms of the things that they're doing per episode, but he's also doing like an episode per day, right? I think when they were doing Mr.
He
Rogers.
was doing like every weekday, I think,
Yeah.
for a while there.
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
huge seasons.
So I guess it does compare that. Like if you're doing just an episode a week and only making 13 episodes for your season, like I bet they spent as much time though as like Mr. Rogers did in a season because there's just so much going on in each of these episodes.
It clearly looks way more expensive than Mr. Rogers ever was with the same number of puppets. But Mr. Rogers' puppets look like shit compared to these. These puppets are great. In fact, like if there was a museum that just had these puppets in it and you got to like see people using them, I think I would go to it.
Yeah.
But if you watch the Pee-wee doc, you find out that Paul Rubin was a collector. So I wonder if some of this is his collection, or
Sure. He was a puppet collector.
he collected like everything.
Yeah, he's just a big like pop culture guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Loved a thrift shop.
Yeah. And overall, it just like my impression of it is just that it's a fascinating like piece of art, and I'm just like kind of confused at like how it exists, and in like a 2025 mindset is just like, yeah, something that's like this couldn't exist, that it's like a kid show format but doesn't really feel like it's for kids, and also just wild and like experimental.
I will say his door is the coolest door, and I forgot about it, and then now that I've seen it a couple times with the documentary, and now I think that as a child I thought that I would have a door that's like padded and red like that. It's like zigzag shaped.
Mm-hmm.
I never did as an adult. So now, Joe, we're going to have to
Well, you can.
One thing I'm
be crafty.
kind of surprised by is there's no real connection to the movie.
Not at
The
all.
movie almost feels like a completely different universe. I mean, it literally is, because in this, he's like living in Puppet Land and he has his Puppet Land friends. And in the movie, he's just a guy living in LA, right?
Yeah, in
Right.
his weird house.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fucking weirdo in LA.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like there's probably a reason, because I think that, and again, this is mostly me remembering things I'd learned in the documentary recently, but that for Paul Rubin, like this character wasn't a kid's character. This character of Pee-wee was for adults. It was a little irreverent and snarky. And so creating something for kids, it's interesting that he did kind of create a different world, but it was based on his show, his live show. He had a lot of these characters in that.
Yeah.
Like he had Lady Yvonne and what's the Captain Kangaroo guy?
Captain Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the
Cowboy
characters
Curtis.
were
Captain
similar.
Carl Guru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, so I guess you're right. Those elements were there. It's more that the movie was different than what he was doing previously.
He had a cool bike, man.
Hell yeah, I did. Predictions?
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. Word of the day, because you guys told me I needed this as a prediction. Dance. I like the
Word
word.
of the day's dance? All right.
Dance.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I feel like they dance a lot. I feel like it's a fun thing to yell about. Okay, in the fun time when there's the connect the dots, I think there's going to be one. 1B, it's going to be a dog.
So the fun time is going to be the connect the dots if there is a fun time.
Well, I think
Or
that
you just think there's
going to
be a fun time. You're going
I
to say
don't-
fun time.
Yes, I don't know if any of these bits ever happen again.
Right. And then if they do it, then it's going to be a connect. So 2B, right? Because 2A
yes.
is fun time.
Thank you.
2B is
It's
going to be a dog connect the dots.
Yeah. And then my favorite thing that he said in this whole episode that just seems like something that I remember saying my whole childhood, I want him to repeat, which is say it, don't spray it, because he's talking to the captain and they're like water came through his thing. But I feel like I remember as a child saying that whenever my brothers would like talk and like spit a little, it's like say it, don't spray it. So I like that. And then my last one, I wrote a lot of things. I wrote skin kite, taco, but I think I'm just saying someone's going to wear sunglasses because I need an easy point, and I'm really hopeful that somebody has sunglasses.
All right. It's possible.
Going for sunglasses.
It's possible. Okay, I got 4. Number 1, Randy, that fucking asshole, vandalizes something.
Oh, he would though.
Yeah, he all he did, like, he just put more chocolate into ice cream, so that's not vandalizing. I think he like spray paints or something. He vandalizes.
He kind of reminds me of like a character like on Nickelodeon that's like came back later. I'm gonna have to like Google that in the meantime.
Yeah. Word of the day: cloud.
Ooh.
Number 3, I think Penny is around, and Penny interacts with dinosaurs.
Ooh, I would like that.
I
I don't
would-
think that she will though, but I like that.
I would like it, but I hope but I'm not sure. And number 4, I think they do a volcano experiment,
Ooh.
like the one where where they put the baking soda or whatever. I think a volcano experiment happens.
Everybody loves a volcano.
I know, right?
It's the baking soda and vinegar, and
Yeah,
then you
I
put a little food coloring in there.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
So those are my 4.
My guess for the plot is that Pee-wee lost something and can't find it.
Oh, just like the movie.
Yeah, similar to someone stealing his bike, but in this case, it's just he just lost it. You can't
It's
find
really hard to figure out the
it.
plot.
Misplaced something.
The name of the first episode was Ice Cream Soup, and the plot was
Mhm.
people are coming over to swim.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm. The next one is that the whole house is a puppet.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, right. It's Puppet Land, so I wouldn't be
When
surprised.
they do Word of the Day, the whole house goes, ah, and you see the outside view.
Yeah.
I could imagine that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Mhm. I am predicting that we see Michael Jordan,
Nice.
the
Okay.
professional basketball player.
That
I
would
like
be
it.
really cool if we got like some other celebs. I didn't even think about that. That's a
Mhm.
great prediction.
Then my last one is a word of the day prediction, and I predict that the word is sorry.
Sorry.
Mhm.
All right. We got them. We're locked and loaded.
Mhm.
So the final episode is called Playhouse for Sale.
Mm.
Dun dun dun.
But, the plot might be that they go to an amusement park. So
That's for sure.
we'll see what happens. We're going to watch this final episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse. It was called Playhouse for Sale. I don't have it right up. It was a clip show.
It was a clip show. And I know that we were all pretty disappointed when we found out it was a clip show.
Oh, it's a clip show. I mean, the basic thing is Miss Yvonne comes out. It's Yvonne, not Yvonne.
Yeah, but that's
It's pronounced Yvonne.
yeah. It's not
pronounced
Yvonne.
but Yvonne's a name.
No, but
I
she
don't think
pronounces
so.
it Yvonne.
Really?
Like the Y is
I
an
mean, I
E.
guess I hear them pronouncing it Yvonne, but like
Mhm.
Yvonne's a name.
I've never met
You've
or heard of
never-
a person named Yvonne.
I mean,
I think I've
would-
heard of a person named Yvonne more than I've heard of a person named Yvonne.
I
Oh.
will say that
Yvonne's
like,
my first name.
there's a lot of different ways to pronounce that, but they definitely pronounce it as
They pronounce it
Yvonne.
Yvonne, but
Mhm.
it's totally. I mean, I don't know if that's how you would spell Yvonne.
I was writing it as Evonne.
Mm.
So now that I'm finding out it's Yvonne, I do understand Josh's conundrum.
Either way, so the what happened in the episode was Miss Yvonne found a for sale sign outside the Playhouse window, and they assumed that Pee-wee had put the Playhouse up for sale, and so then they went through various clips for 20 minutes.
Although they did start with that weird like jump rope scene. I wrote that down.
Yeah.
It's like olden time jump rope footage that they sped up,
Yep.
which is just weird to watch. Any jump roping is weird, but like
Yeah.
jump roping where it's like 4 people with different. It was a lot.
It was a big jump rope, and there was 4 people in the middle, I think, and then there was 2 people in the middle of that. The 2 in the middle of the 4 had their own jump rope as well.
It was
Smaller
wild.
jump rope.
There's a lot of ropes.
Jump roping is crazy just in general because jump roping is so fucking hard.
Did you ever do jump rope for heart?
I
Where
don't.
you have to like jump rope in your gym to like care about people whose hearts as a kid in gym class?
Well, you just jump roping for like old people's hearts or something? Or what do you mean?
Well, you
no,
learn how
by
to
the way,
take,
no.
Well, this is shocking. This was a
We
big
jump
part of my
roped.
childhood. You would get a jump rope. I think you raised money, and then you would jump rope like all day, and then like you'd even trade off. Like, other people would jump rope, and like, yeah, you jump rope for hearts, and you learn to jump rope that it's good for your heart, or something like that. I still have one of the jump ropes. I just found it in my garage. I was like, damn, this thing is real old.
Jump roping is like wildly hard and good for you.
It's definitely harder as an adult. As a child, it felt like, oh, this is not a big deal. As an adult,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, running around the block 5 times also was just fun when you were a kid, and
Yeah.
as an adult, it fucking sucks. So like,
So much.
So, yeah, interesting. But okay, so yeah, I do remember that, and it was they immediately went with the old timey footage in this one.
If anybody else though, like, did jump rope for heart and like lived anywhere other than Northern Kentucky, please let me know, because I swear to God this was a thing that people did in schools in like okay, I might have made it up. I don't know. I really I thought I had a T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't recall it. But so before they got all the clips, Miss Yvonne comes in. I can't, now that I can see it written, I can't not say it incorrectly. She comes in and she just is like, "Hey everybody, where's Pee-wee? You guys want to see me dance?"
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. Like, Pee-wee's not around, so I'm gonna dance.
The cat is trying to kill a fly so hard.
Yeah, there's been a cat in the first and last studio, and the fly. The cat is trying to kill the fly. And
Well, so is Josh, but like Josh is going at it with like a toilet or like, what is this, paper towel roll? Come on, get a fly swatter.
I just don't have one.
I'm gonna donate one to your cause, but
Yeah.
actually, it's really fun to watch this cat. It's like
She's
very
persistent.
acrobatic.
Oh, she can jump like that.
There's no way she's getting it now.
She can jump that high for sure.
The fly is like 5 feet up. There's no way. Okay, well, it flew away, so we'll never know.
But so Miss Yvonne for some reason just kind of dances around like the Playhouse. And then eventually Cherry's like, "Sit on me, Miss Yvonne."
What did you notice about her outfit this time?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna
Okay.
tell it. I'm gonna get there in a second, because Cherry's like, Miss Yvonne, come sit on me," and she's like, I would never want to. I don't want to sit on anybody else ever besides you, Cherry. I would love to sit on your face. I think she said that.
I don't think she said that.
Either way, she sits on the chair, and then Terry the pterodactyl flies and sits on the top of the chair, and he's like looking down, talking to Miss Yvonne. Miss Yvonne is like looking up, like kind of like over her shoulder and talking to Terry, and she's like, "Ah, Terry, you're fun." And then it goes to a like POV of Terry, and it's just boobs.
Yeah.
And Josh is like, "Whoa!"
It was wild.
Because she already has like a lot of cleavage, but then even more so from that angle.
Yeah, she started out she's dancing around with this low cut dress with tons of cleave, and it's kind of like, okay, whatever, it's just like a lady in a dress. And then they went to like a weird POV camera where all Terry was looking at was this chick's cleave. That's all he was looking at.
And he was like, "Looks great from up here."
I love what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm a child pterodactyl. And then they went into a bunch of clips.
The silent P in Terry is for pervert.
Oh my god.
Pervert Terry.
No, but before they got to the clips, they like found a cassette tape that Pee-wee had left for them and put it into the Word of the Day robot, which is my least favorite robot puppet thing. And then it had this whole message about how he was hunting for aluminum and needed Miss Yvonne to do the Word of the Day.
Yeah.
Then they went to clips.
Oh, well, the word of the day was word.
Ah! Okay, I can't with the Word of the Day.
And yeah, and then they went to clips, and they really spitfired those clips, so I don't really necessarily think it's worthy going over any of the clips. There was just like 15 minutes of clips, basically.
Yeah.
But then Pee Wee came back
Mm-hmm.
to the play, and this is the first time Pee Wee, like what minute? Like this is a 24-minute episode. Probably minute 19 is when Pee Wee finally enters.
Mm-hmm.
Like as in like he's actually there and not just in clips. And we find out that he's not putting the Playhouse up for sale. Part of the sign had fallen over, and that was a piece that said lemonade. He was trying to sell lemonade. But this is where my problem shows up.
Oh, Josh has a problem.
Well, he goes, "Oh, it was a sign for lemonade for sale." And then he's like, "Do y'all want lemonade?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Okay." And then he goes and gets his bike out. Are you starting to see why I have a problem?
Well, he didn't have the
Pee
material.
Wee, where are you going? I have to go get the lemons. You were fucking selling What do you mean? What were you selling? He wasn't selling lemons. He didn't have lemonade.
I was just really happy that he was wearing a helmet on his bike. And, like, I finally felt like, I'm like, 1990, that's when we started wearing helmets. Good job, Pee Wee.
We didn't start wearing helmets in 1990. I started wearing helmets in, like, 2006.
Well, maybe I started wearing helmets.
I
in
honestly
1990.
feel like I started wearing a helmet when I was an adult. When I was like, I should probably be wearing a helmet.
Yeah, I doubt you were wearing a helmet in the 90s.
Yeah. It was not a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old. I was not wearing a helmet.
I will say that the helmet to child ratio in Minnesota seems higher than other places.
Well, like now.
Yes, in 2025. But we were also in like Chicagoland, and the whole time I was like, ain't nobody wear helmets down here. And I felt like an old person because people were not wearing helmets.
It's just wild that people don't wear helmets. We have like one or two friends that back in the day as adults, like they're in their 30s, would like bike around and be like, they'd like roll up. They're like, I'm not wearing a helmet. And I'm like, why aren't you wearing a helmet? And they're like, it's hot out. And I'm like, okay, well, when you're a vegetable, I'm not visiting you. Like, you know, like.
Okay, but if we were talking to Josh as a child and we were like, Josh, you should wear this helmet, would you been like, fuck no?
I know. I don't think I don't think I would have been combative about it.
Yeah.
I just don't think my parents were like, you need to wear a helmet. And then I just didn't even know I was supposed to be wearing a helmet, really.
Mm-hmm. No one was wearing.
There was a point,
That's-
a point in my life when I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be wearing a helmet because like I could kill myself on this thing.
When I was saying earlier, like, no, you definitely weren't wearing a helmet in the 90s. I meant you, Claire. You were not wearing a helmet in the 90s.
I did.
Were you?
I had a helmet that was white and you could put stickers on it. Like,
What a nerd.
Okay, we were nerds. I don't know.
Fucking
We
nerd.
wore helmets.
I didn't know. I didn't know anybody wearing helmets when I was a kid.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody wearing helmets.
Yeah.
Gotta
Were you
shout
roll-
out
were you
shout
roll-
out to Jane and Michael. They got something right. They had us wear helmets as children.
I was like, were you rolling around with your 15 friends biking and you were one of one?
What
biking
I'm
with a
wondering
helmet?
about, so I didn't bike as hard as my brothers. My brother Jack was like hardcore into the bike scene, and he got into like a lot of really messed up wrecks where his knees were all ripped up and like. It
Oh
just
yeah, I
was
did
great.
that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Like you know what I'm talking about.
When you fall off a bike, all you do is hurt your elbows and knees. As far as I knew growing up,
Mhm.
like from until I got my license, like it was just ripping out. I have a scar right here that has like the sprocket that your chain is on.
Oh.
I fell on my bike and it turned weird, and the sprocket, one of them, probably the front one by the pedals, it ran me over like that, and I have like 4 dots, and they're like literally you can see like the scar still.
I like.
It's like, but that's nowhere. How
I like remember my brother's like bike injuries, and then I feel sorry. Like I feel bad. Like why wasn't there an adult like helping you? Because he had like picking out rocks like days and days later. I'm like, you should have probably gone somewhere.
Days
for that.
and days. Why weren't your parents helping
I
him
mean,
out?
I'm not sure, but I think he was wearing a helmet because I think we wore helmets.
Oh, that's fair. But
I don't know.
once
We were
again,
just
Hamil's
protect. We were huge nerds.
Hamil's
apparently.
wanted to protect him from those knee rocks.
That's true. It was so gross, and I think that's why I never got deep into biking.
Funny enough is I've only fallen on my head off of a bike only when I'm an adult.
Was that
But
was Joe there one time?
I don't know, Joe. Did you see me fall on my head?
I don't think I've ever seen you fall.
Okay.
It's not much, but it has happened.
So, what would you say now about helmets?
Fucking wear a helmet.
Okay, there we go. Well, Pee Wee was wearing one, and it made me very happy.
Yeah. God damn it, wear a helmet. Jesus Christ. I almost got creamed by a car the other day.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
That's fine. They were dumb and they weren't looking. And I didn't get hit, so everything's fine. And hopefully they had a terrible day and thought about how bad the person they were.
Did you give him a thumbs down?
No, I just kind of turned around and went like, "What?" I gave them both hands in the air, like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And were they like looking the other direction,
It-
covering their face with their hands?
It was like a lady, and she had like a passenger in the car, and it looked like she was like just kind of like screaming in her car, and I couldn't tell. And I was kind of like, I don't know if you're like mad at yourself, mad at the like what's happening in your life, and kind of thing. But if you're like for some reason mad at me, I 100% was just riding on a bike path, and you turned off the road into like a parking lot and almost hit me with your car. And she came up from behind me, so she was drove up behind a bike and
Where
then
was
just
this
turned
at?
in front of it. I was biking around.
Okay.
It wasn't anywhere in particular.
You'll tell me later.
It was like I could old Shakopee Road and something else.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Okay. So you're down in Bloomington. Okay.
I was in Bloomington, yeah.
I understand that then.
But then and then Pee Wee he hung out for a little bit, but then eventually got on his bike and he went to go get lemons. And then he kind of looked in the camera and he said, "Hey kids, no matter what, the Playhouse ain't never fucking going nowhere." And that was the last episode of the show. Did they know they're getting canceled? Or
I imagine so. I imagine that's why it was a clip show, but
Yeah.
also B, like, hey, Playhouse is going nowhere, or always be around.
you can always watch reruns.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was it. What do you guys think of Pee Wee's Playhouse?
Wish this wasn't the last episode. I mean,
As in, like, you wish the last episode wasn't a clip show? Is that what you
yeah,
mean? Okay.
I wish the last episode had been more of like a lesson, but based on our previous conversations about how like an educator didn't write this and it was like just an adult writing probably for adults, it makes more sense that it was a clip show, and like it didn't really give any solid ending. Like I was expecting kind of like a goodbye, it was nice knowing you, like there wasn't any of that.
Right. Do kids care about clip shows though?
I don't know about kids caring about clip shows. I think kids like that shit. Kids like repeats.
mean, it just was a rapid fire of stuff again, like the first episode.
Mhm.
They just did it in a different format where they reused stuff. But I don't think a kid would have cared.
I also, well, do you think an adult cares about a clip show? Like, do you think an adult is disappointed by a clip show?
I mean, yeah.
You're
I'm an adult and I'm
How do you
disappointed.
yeah, how do you feel?
I'm an adult disappointed in a clip show when my thing is I watched the first and last episode of the thing.
But I'm an adult. But here, okay, I'm an adult that has watched like Seinfeld a lot, and I've
Mhm.
watched Always Sunny a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I was watching some newer, older Always Sunny,
Mhm.
like in the teens seasons, and they apparently have a clip show. And I like came across it and it was like the gang does a clip show, and I was like, what? And I kind of like in my mind I was like, I don't believe it. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, they wouldn't do this.
Mhm.
And it was a clip show, and I was like, fuck this. And I
Mhm.
just skipped the episode.
Hmm.
And I think Seinfeld's 100th episode is a clip show.
Mhm.
So if I'm going through Seinfeld and I get it, I just skip that
You
too.
just skip it, yeah.
So like, and I don't like. Yeah, I'm not. No.
Yeah. But
would you watch the Breaking Bad clip show episode?
no.
I might. I don't know.
But I think that like in the 90s especially, like the clip shows were a thing because people, like when you're watching a sitcom week to week and maybe you don't catch everything, and also it's just like the thing you turn on to put on, like it makes sense
Yeah.
to me that they made clip shows because just essentially to be like, oh hey, remember this,
It makes sense that clip shows existed potentially in the time before the internet,
yeah,
or like streaming for
Mhm.
sure.
because it's like clearly like a fun like look back thing, and also like as
like
if you
kind
don't
of
have
like
stuff
a-
on streaming,
You
then
can't go back and watch this episode.
you
You're like,
had
oh,
it.
fuck,
You're just
I
like,
do
oh, I
remember
forgot
this."
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's like that warm hug. It's like it's an inside joke. Like you as a viewer have already had this inside joke, and you like feel good about that when you see a clip show. I personally am not that person, but there's a lot of people who love to like watch it over and over, see their favorite things, quote stuff. Like I don't know.
I mean, you know, when like Anchorman came out and whatever that was, and like Mean Girls and shit, like back in that day, it was kind of before the real internet. People were quoting all, you know, like things were being quoted all the time and whatnot. People love to like rewatch stuff and quote stuff, and I think, but being personally, I like to rewatch a lot of things too, but I want it to be on my own time. I want to decide it, and I don't want to watch an episode built around it. I frequently these days I wish that the world could go back to like 2006 when the internet wasn't what it is anymore. Where it was harder to get information and people were happier.
You wouldn't download a car.
I fucking would, dude. Yeah, I want to go back to that. But like, even in that time, I mean, obviously I'm taking my current self and pushing it farther back. But I just think as I would have gotten older, I would have been like, God damn it, a clip show. I guess I'm not going to watch Home Improvement this week. While watching it. You know, maybe we're eating dinner and Home Improvement's on, we're just going to fucking watch it. But like, I wouldn't be paying as much attention.
I think there is a difference between a like mid-series clip show, because that is clearly just like, well, there's nothing new this week. It's essentially a rerun. Yeah. As opposed to something at the end where it's just like, hey, remember all the great times, which like a lot of shows do.
Well, that's that's kind of a little different because there's like things where like there's a clip show where it's like the majority of the show are clips. Yeah. And then there's like a quick like flashback. Of like
we've had a little bit of
things
both
that
of
we
those,
did.
Yeah.
And I don't think I mind the flashback reminiscing because
you didn't like it in Dawson's Creek. Just saying.
But they did I feel like they did something like that in like Weeds a little bit. And then they like kind of like
and you didn't mind that?
I think it was heartfelt like in that. I think they did it correctly. I just think maybe it's a time of episode that they're clipping and how maybe they present it.
Right. A series of clips as opposed to an entire episode built around clips. Yeah. This is a difference there.
Yeah. There's a
I don't love it when it's like the characters are like reminiscing and you're like, remember that time? Which there was a little bit of that in this, but mostly this was just like a hodgepodge of things because that seems to be what Pee-wee's Playhouse is all about.
I was just watching. You guys seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
No.
This doesn't ruin the movie.
Sure.
But it kind of it bugged me.
So he's about to ruin the movie?
No, they
to ruin Happy Gilmore 2.
I'm definitely probably not going to see it.
No spoilers.
It's legit. It's free on Netflix. But they do. It's a good and bad because Happy Gilmore 1 was like 30 years ago. It was like a really long. It's a really long time ago. But they're
like. Did you love that movie? I just need to know like what your.
I like Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
If Happy Gilmore came on and someone was like, "We're gonna watch it," I'd just watch it. I think I'd have a good time. It's a funny movie.
Joe, what about you?
I've seen it twice. Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't think I'm not like turning Happy Gilmore on. I don't think I've ever.
I've seen Billy Madison more for sure.
Billy Madison's really good too.
Okay.
Wait, right. What's the get the judginess out?
Yeah,
right now. Judgy.
Okay.
Okay.
You have a fucking smirk on your goddamn face.
Do not. I'm looking at your color. All I will say is I just wanted to know your opinion of your moment, and I
like Happy Gilmore. It's a good movie, in my opinion.
I think it's a movie that people overwatched.
I mean, I've probably seen it 5 times.
And a lot of the humor I don't think would be great for now. So now I'm interested
totally
to see how Happy Gilmore 2 is.
It feels exactly like Happy Gilmore 1. Like, really, it really does. But what they do is, like, there's a character from Happy Gilmore 1, and they, like, cut to, like, a 5-second quick clip of what they were doing in Happy Gilmore 1. Like, that blonde caddy that he, like, chokes in Happy Gilmore 1?
No.
Okay, well, he does that. He has his first caddy in Happy Gilmore 1. Like, he's like just this random kid, and then like he's like, yep, I don't. It's probably not the fucking same person, but there's a character in it who's supposed to be that kid grown up, and it like cuts to him like choking him for like 2 seconds, and he's like, oh, I remember you, and it was like for us, it was like, oh, you got to remember this kid, and I'm like. I'm getting kind of annoyed that you keep doing this.
Yeah, that you're showing
me. You keep showing me just like the footage of Happy Gilmore 1.
Yeah, it's like, get it. I was there. I saw it.
But like also, didn't rewatch Happy Gilmore 1 right before I saw this. So
Sure.
I'm not necessarily mad about it, but like
Mhm.
if it was, I still wish it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
so
did
you
a-
were like annoyed by it.
I was just like, just assume that I fucking watched Happy Gilmore 1.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
I didn't, and I was like, who the fuck is this person? That's on me because I should it's number 2.
Yeah.
And you could Google it. It's not that hard.
Well, it was also clear who they're talking about.
Right. It's clear from the context. And
Yeah.
They did a lot of that.
But they did it with like Shooter McGavin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they did it with name any character.
Mhm.
They did that with like whenever they, and it was like,
Oh, I
We
don't think
get
I don't think I want to watch it.
I mean, if the movie was an hour and 45 minutes, it was max 3 minutes of the entire movie. You know, like all the stuff. But it was just like at the beginning in the movie, it happened a little bit more frequently, and I was just like,
Yeah.
it's just a kind of me of thinking of like respect the people that are watching your show and assume that they understand what's going on.
In the Mission Impossible movie that came out this summer.
What is it, number 19 or something?
Oh, Dead Nation Part 2.
Final
He
Reckoning.
jumped
Yeah.
off of a building or climbed up a building.
Oh yeah,
or...
not Dead Reckoning 2, which it was originally going to be called. Now
yeah.
it was Final Reckoning. I haven't
I
seen
think
that
Final
one.
Reckoning is
Yet.
what it was called.
Yeah, I think they changed it to Final Reckoning.
Oh, because it was a 2-parter.
Yeah, but then they just switched the second part name to just be Final Reckoning.
Yeah, because they're trying to
instead
sell it as like the final Mission Impossible
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, it's going to be done? Oh.
I mean, maybe, but also like just Tom Cruise is old.
Hmm.
He can't keep breaking his feet while doing.
So in that movie, there was so many flashbacks because they're treating it as like the final and like trying to reference other
Yeah.
Mission Impossible movies. There's so many flashbacks in that movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Did they flashback to the actual movie scenes
Yes,
too?
uh-huh.
Okay.
There's so many flashbacks to like, hey, remember this from Mission Impossible 1? Remember this from Mission Impossible 3?
Yeah.
There's so many flashbacks and explaining that later in the movie, they're flashing back to, hey, remember early in the movie when we explained this thing from Mission Impossible 1 and we showed this flashback from Mission Impossible 1? We're going to show it again.
What?
Yes. It's flashbacks upon flashbacks. It's so much.
I thought you said
That's-
you liked it.
The
I
prob-
saw some stunts, man.
The problem with like that is like that's my like flashbacking to a like, you know, the Mission Impossible from 1999 or whenever
Mhm.
it was like 97. It was late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever that was, flashing back to that would be like, yeah, I don't remember that
Mhm.
because I didn't rewatch the 10 going up to this.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I don't think you need to do it.
Yeah.
But then also you definitely don't need to flash back to remind you of what you just watched 2 hours ago.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's-
It's just like within movie
But
flashback.
isn't
Remember
that
this?
just like-
That's insulting.
But isn't that just a way for them to be able to be like, look at this really cool stunt we did? Because I'm assuming it's a stunt.
Oh
No.
no, there's no
It's
way. It was
just
just
literal plot stuff. It's like, hey, remember
Oh.
this little thing we found?
It was like someone
It
like
was
looking
from-
over their shoulder, being like, "Remember,
Oh.
Rebecca Romaine was in this movie."
Yeah.
or
It's like
something?
re-explaining plot stuff.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's insulting. That's-
Stop insulting us.
Well, we
That's
are.
how we feel.
I feel like we are as a culture dumber than we were in 1990. But
Does anybody like it though? Because like I have not.
dumb people, because the majority of people were like, "Oh, I'm glad they reminded me." Sorry about the accent.
Well, yeah.
Getting
Coloring it a little
southern
bit.
over there?
of Who you
Wow.
think those people are?
I live in the southeastern United States.
That's so rude.
They live here too. Trust me. But like, yeah, I don't like it when shows pander to the lowest denominator.
Mm-hmm.
So did you feel pandered by Pee Wee?
No, I just thought it was stupid. But that's why I was trying to say is like, this is a kid show, so do kids even care?
Right. Do
It-
they even care to see do kids have nostalgia for things? I
This
don't
is-
really know that they do.
Yeah, and this was the life and times of shows in 1990. A clip show would be every show did it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where eventually every show's going to do it. But, you know, you would think in 2025 when we're showing Dead Reckoning, our final reckoning,
Mm-hmm.
we grew out of at least reminding you in like a, hey, you fucking idiot, remember what happened 2 hours ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like in that kind of thing.
Half an hour ago.
Yeah, or half an hour ago. I gave him too much credit.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem per se with the clip show that we just watched. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I get it, and I don't think the people that this was meant for gave a shit about it because it's kids.
Yeah.
It's
And if you just show them Pee-wee, they're happy, right?
I'm assuming that like clip shows are for the writers or for the people in the show. They're not necessarily for the people watching them.
What?
I mean, it's like sort of to be like, hey, these are all the plot points we wanted you to like. Here are all the scenes that we thought were the funniest or the best.
Oh,
like
sure.
we're gonna show those. I don't know. I'm not a writer. Don't pay me to do any of that.
Yeah, I think that's usually the motive, at least in a finale. But then there are other ones where it is like mid-series, and it's just like,
Yeah.
we're just taking a week off. Here's a clip show.
Yeah. That's unfortunately what most of it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else about Pee-wee's Playhouse? They usually went on for like 20 minutes about clip shows.
I wish this wasn't a clip show.
Yeah.
That's about it.
All right.
The other thing is just that I'm surprised that there hasn't been. I mean, he passed away a few years ago, but I'm surprised that in the 30 years between the ending of Pee-wee's Playhouse and now, that there hasn't been some sort of like, Netflix is doing 10 episodes of Pee-wee's Playhouse with Paul Rubens again. Like, there's just been, whatever you want to call it, reboots or just like continuations on of like nostalgia stuff that I'm surprised that it never at one point came back or was another
I guess they
special
did
or
say
something.
that there was another movie that came out in
Oh,
the
right.
2000s,
There was a movie that came out a few years ago.
which I haven't seen. So maybe I should go back and see that.
I don't want to stop everybody. Did the cat get the fly?
I'm not sure.
I heard scratching.
Yeah, there was a good leap.
Oh, I think she had it.
Mm.
And I think it got away. If that cat had the fly for a minute, that fly's on its way out.
But
Sorry.
we were talking about Pee-wee's Playhouse. There was a movie that was made with Paul Rubin later.
Pee-wee's Big Holiday. That's what it was.
Yes.
It
So
was
I
a
should.
Netflix original movie. So I guess that did happen, but it just was the movie as opposed to reviving the TV show.
I wonder if Paul Rubin
2016.
had a lot of claims on it. It seems like he took his content seriously, so it's not like somebody else could be Pee-wee or act as or do this character ever again.
Right.
Though part of me would love to see that, somebody else be Pee-wee.
It'd have to be. I mean, it'd have to be the exact right person, though.
Yeah, I would agree. It's probably gonna be some random.
It's
kid.
it's a 1 in a million person, right?
Yeah.
That can just be. That can especially pick up the Pee-wee mantle. I mean, it's not fucking Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, well.
So is Batman easier?
I meant an actual if Batman was real, because in acting 15 people have been Batman. So that was a bad example. But is Batman easier? I think Batman is easier in acting for sure because there's been so many people. But Pee-wee's such a particular person. His build, his complexion, the way he his mannerisms, the way he acts, everything.
Even just time wise, it was specifically a 1950s kind of satire.
Yeah.
Made in the late 80s that now that frame of reference is just completely off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the 80s aren't late 50s.
Literally right now, we would be looking at someone doing a mid-90s satire.
Yeah, it'd be like someone doing a satire of Barney, and that would be what Pee-wee would be now.
I'd watch that.
Mm-hmm.
And as an adult, now you'd probably be like, "This is fucking creepy."
yeah, exactly. We'd be like, "What is
The
this fucking dinosaur walking around?"
Although I was too cool for Barney as a kid, so I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't watch it as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was always looking because there was this story amongst us children that at one point you could see someone's underwear. It was
Nice.
black. And so we spent most of our time trying to see if we could find the underwear.
God, you can just fucking lie to kids and say that the thing is there, and then they'll just watch them.
Yeah,
Totally believed it.
lying to
Wonder
kids is fun.
Jimmy listens to these shows. I'm gonna tell Noah something is in Bluey.
Don't. Don't like lie to the poor kid.
It's not going to be like, did you see Bluey kill, man?
But also,
I'm
it
not going to
worked.
say that. But
I
like,
think it only worked for Barney because there were real people in it. It wouldn't have worked for a
I think
cartoon.
it's going to work.
Okay. He's that gullible.
No, he's just 3. Like, you know? But Jimmy will believe it. Yeah, he's that gullible.
Yeah, that's true.
Josh's got a trustworthy face.
Yeah, he just winked. I don't trust that shit.
All right, predictions.
Okay.
How do we do?
Clear at no points. Let's go through it. Word of the day was not dance. It was
Word.
word. There was no fun time connect the dots. They didn't say spray it, say it, don't spray it. And we didn't notice any sunglasses. They could have been there, but we didn't pay attention. 0 points.
I really thought you were going to get Say It, Don't Spray It, if I'm going to be honest.
There was like another thing that came up, and I don't have it written in my notes, but it was like another like funny saying that I had like latched onto in the early 90s. But it wasn't as good as Stay It, Don't Spray It. But they didn't even mention that captain guy, which from the Pee-wee doc, it sounded like
Is Phil Hartman dead by then? No, not yet.
I don't think he was dead,
Ni-
but they were
1990.
they were suing each other and like basically not friends anymore.
No, that's too bad. My first one was Randy vandalizes. He like cooked bread too long, so that doesn't count. Word of the day I said was going to be cloud. Nope. I said Penny will have a dinosaur.
No Penny.
No Penny. Penny was like one of my favorite parts of the first episode.
Yeah, there
I really like
weren't
Penny.
any really cartoons.
Yeah, unfortunately, no cartoons. And then I thought they were going to do the volcano experiment, and they did not do that. So 0 points for me.
I had Pee-wee lost something, can't find it. The whole house is a puppet. Michael Jordan appearance, and that the word of the day was sorry, and all of those were wrong.
So we all get like a spirit point this
Nope.
week because we all got 0 points.
Nope, we just get to enjoy the journey we took.
Man, should there be like a shoot the moon rule where like if we all get 0, we all get 5 points or something?
Ooh, change the rule now. Jimmy's gone.
Well, that only starts on our next term.
Boo. No. Because then I'm going to stop trying and I'll just try to get 0 points like Josh
shoot
does.
the moon. Maybe for future zeros, we say like, God, I'm trying to think of how do we do it. Like there's like some form of thing where like if someone answers a thing or something correctly, then like one person might get like 2 points.
I think you just
Like,
made
it's-
it too complicated.
Well, just like there's like one thing that has to happen, and then that person gets like points, or just 1 point. I don't know. Just so
Is that a
anyone.
prediction? What do you mean?
If everybody gets 0 points, it's more fun to have like a shoot the moon where then we all get a reward.
But then it's a wash.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why.
that's funny. About
That's
These
it.
are
why I
right.
don't like
Mean
it. Then
anything.
it's a wash
But it's technically not a wash for me
because Jimmy's not here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you guys because Jimmy's not here and Jimmy gets more points than you a lot of the time
Mhm.
because he cheats.
Yeah, no, fuck Jimmy. But like, all right, listeners, if you want to send us show suggestions, tell us what you think about clip shows, or just like hit us up about your nostalgia for Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Go watch the documentary. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I want to.
They should they should pay us to say that.
I
But
feel like every episode's like an hour and a half.
we did it in 4 chunks, so we broke the hour into 2 chunks each of them.
You Joe movied it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was a lot,
Yeah.
and it was long, and there was like certain points where I was like, "This is too much."
We do this thing where like we'll be like, oh, we should watch something, and then we'll like start eating food, and we're like, let's watch something, and it's like, well, I don't want to watch something too long because I don't want to stay up too late, and then we'll watch a 45-minute MasterChef, and then we'll watch YouTube for an hour and a half more, and it's like, well, we could have just watched that thing that we said was too long, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It's just how we roll.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, no, it makes sense when we start, but it's like at this point we should be like, we're like 9 years into this. We should probably know that this isn't what we're doing. So yeah, hit us up at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on the Instagram, and let us know all those things that I said before. Wasn't it crazy that last week at SummerSlam that the Big Show came back and power slammed Rhea Ripley through 4 tables.
Wow.
Crazy. I hope everyone enjoyed SummerSlam last weekend. Claire, I know you did. Thank you for listening.
Literally not at all.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.